What's good? What's good? What's good? Beautiful people. What's going on, guys? It is Sunday morning, maybe about 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Trying to get this little setup thing figured out. I think I want to be in the sun because it just looks better presentation wise. But anyway, yeah, I hope you are well. Whatever time of day you are watching this video, just got out of the shower. I'm about to head out, take care of some business. But I do a lot of my thinking when I'm in the shower, and I wanted to share some intimate things with you. I've written about this in my blog. I have a blog, biggerthanmemovement.com. I haven't really been on there lately as I've ventured into the Adar, but I am a recovering addict. So yeah, let me put that down because I won't need that. So I have struggled with addiction for much of my life. Yeah, like it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just weird for me to just come out and say it like that. Like I've had personal conversations with some, but I mean, for the most part, I try to keep that under the rug or whatever. So for me, I've struggled with addiction much of my life. I would say probably maybe like 20-ish up until 35-ish, something like that. You know what I mean? Let me also start off by saying, like, addiction is something that is often a generational curse with many of us. You know, it could be our parents. It could also be our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our aunts, our uncles. Like, it's just within the DNA, within the bloodline. So consequently, it is passed down to us, and we see how other people around us handle addiction, and it seems like a good thing. So, you know, it's learned behavior, and we picked up those bad habits. So yeah, for me, my addiction was mainly I don't want to say pain medication, but prescribed medication. You know what I mean? Like for me, one thing that I used to take a lot was Xanax. You know, Xanax, it altered my mood. I often wanted to run away from my reality, everything that was in front of me, everything that was behind me. I did not want to face it. So much of my life, I used prescribed medication as a means to cope for what I failed to deal with, you know what I mean? And that's what addiction really is. Sometimes, I'm not going to say all the times, each case is different, you know, depending on your circumstances. But for me, I wasn't ready to face my demons that were in front of me and behind me. So I used the medication as a means to escape my reality. And I was a functioning addict, you know what I mean? Like, I would go on and off. Sometimes I would take a lot of pills and I would be nowhere to be found. I mean, not like, I would just basically be in the house and sleep and depressed, you know what I mean? Sitting in a slump of depression, you know, and friends, they might just check in and say, hey, you okay? Just want to make sure you're good. But they knew that I was in a low state of my life, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's something that I've struggled with much of my life. It's not something that I am proud of, but it is something that I did have to go through in order to be able to look back and see how it impacted me, and it impacted those that love me and care about me. Because there were some instances where my partner at the time, like, was just like, whoa, what's going on? Like, this is a problem. This is a problem. You cannot do this. Like, this is not good for you. You know what I mean? And it was not easy to I don't want to say get rid of that addiction, but to realize that it was a problem, and more importantly, that I needed to do something about it. So, like, I know April 28, 2019. April 2019 was when I had a breakdown. and that's like 2018 is when I started like my spiritual awakening. In 2019, I was using substances that allowed me to see life from a different perspective. And I wasn't doing anything hard, like no cocaine, none of that stuff. I'm scared to do stuff like that, you know what I mean? But there was one point in my life where I was able to see life from a different perspective and gain some insight with things about me and things around me. However, I had an episode with that where some scary things happened to me, and I just stopped all type of mind-altering substances and say, I'm stopping cold turkey. Like, this stuff controls me, you know what I mean? It really controlled me, because once you get it, you always want it, you always need it, and I got tired of living like that, you know what I mean? I just came to the point where I wanted to take control of my own life. I wanted to be in the driver's seat. So, you know, I just stopped cold turkey. It was hard, but at the same time, it was very rewarding, because I understood that this is what you have to do in order to be in alignment. And I know that I have wonderful and amazing things that I need to do in this world, this life, this go round. So that was just like an obstacle and a distraction preventing me from being in alignment, you know, for what's for me. So I just wanted to pretty much be vulnerable and share that information with you, because I mean, a lot of us struggle with addictions. It may not be drugs, it may be alcohol, it may be food, it may be shopping. Like, I'm sure we all have addictions, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of how much do we allow them to take over us, if at all, you know? Moderation is the key. Yeah, for me, I've just learned healthier coping mechanisms to deal with my problems. You know what I mean? I don't go to medication or anything like that. Like, sometimes I may sleep for a day, not even a whole day, but some hours, like extra hours. But that's helpful for me, because I'm able to regroup and wake up with a new mindset. You know what I mean? So I guess my message is, if you have a problem, it's okay. The first step is acknowledging it. That's half the battle, because a lot of times we're in denial. We don't want to face that, you know what I mean? But half the battle is acknowledging it. And the next step is just to say, all right, I have a problem. How do I change it? How do I fix it? So, I don't know. Like, if you struggle with any type of addictions, post it in the comments. If you don't want to post it in the comments, shoot me an email. Go to my website. We can chit chat, you know? Like, seriously, like, I'm here to help. I don't have all the answers, but what I do have is wisdom and knowledge, and the ability to share my experiences with the hope that you can gain and learn from it. So, info@theadar.com. Shoot me an email. Head to the website, www.theadar.com. Like this video. Make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, like, come through. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Let's work to empower each other. You know what I mean? So that's my message. That's what I have for you today. And I'll catch up with y'all later. Hey!